Oh, man, the pain. Walk me dead. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, look, Aurora's using emojis. Whatever next. Oh, I can't see a thing with these glasses on. What's this? No, don't. Guys, listen to me. Don't. I'm joking. Oh, Grumps Meister. Just so you know, Frank, I saw your comments. Yeah, where is it? Let's. Hello, Karen. Karen. Let's have a little look. Where was it, Frank Meister? Longest 2 minutes. This is from the man, ladies and gentlemen. This is from the man who has to give you a 5-minute warning before he hits the like, the live. Oh man, I am in so much pain. Junior Johnson. It said yesterday he wasn't a member. It says he's a member there. Hey, we've talked about this. Yeah, she's not a deer. Yeah, she's more an antelope. Oh. Oh, so across the pond, it's Veterans Day, and here it's Remembrance Day. The 11th hour, the 11th day. We remember them. That's the saying here. I don't know what the saying is where you guys are. I was actually just talking to Aurora about a few hours ago about. Oh, look at this. We have a celebrity in the house. I was talking to Aurora about. It's all about us veterans out there. Yeah, we was talking about what did Sweden do in the war, and she was like, "Well, we stole Finland's babies." I was like, "What?" She says, "Yeah, we stole. We went over to Finland and we stole their babies." And I was like, "Sweden did that." Oh, I can't see a thing with these glasses on. Supposed to help me see, and they're not. So sorry about being late as well, guys. I just thought I'd let you know this new medication is absolutely kicking my ass. I want to come off it, so I'm going up the hospital tomorrow. Well, the walk-in clinic tomorrow. Can I see now? Oh, there we go. Oh, let's have a little look. StreamYard. It's not really a topic today. I just thought, we'd remember the guys from Ruckus's era, World War One, and did that copy? Yeah, and we just have a little catch up. Leaky bums. Yeah, we just. The only thing I can recommend to you, Teddy, is index finger and wiggle it as you're doing it. Just you should be all right then. It helps. It helps here across the pond. It saves a fortune on prescriptions. And I've got lights in my eyes. I don't know why I've got lights in my eyes. So yeah, I was asking Aurora what Sweden was doing during World War One, and she basically said they were going around stealing babies. You know, I was a bit shocked myself, but and how open she was about it. Like, oh yeah, we were just stealing Finland's babies. Then we took a few of Norway's. I'm here. You can start now. Oh, there's Ron Logan. It's been a while. I thought he'd died again. Yeah, there's no point putting these faces, Aurora. You know, just admit it. Your people are savages. You know, backwards. Some call them Vikings. I call them arseholes. Yeah. Oh, Doodlebug's got an eye on Aurora. Don't get stealing my babies, she said. Yeah, so because we was talking, like me and Aurora was like, so during the war, what did Sweden do? Because like America, they stayed in America until 2 days after the war, and then turned up and was like, "Come on, guys!" and then I was like, "Well, Poland, they come and they protected our shores." Subscribe to Ron Logan. That's an unusual way of doing it. Just call them fucktards. Oh, I'm cleaning the floor. Mr. Logan want to hear about the goats. Oh. Oh, well, yeah. Um, Talking about schedules, Andrew Fran's family are coming on, I thought today, but for whatever reason, they didn't get back to me. So I don't know whether they was just busy at the time or I don't know. But they do plan on coming on. They did say something about Thursday as well. Now, let me have a look at this girl's name because I don't want to get it wrong. Because I've been talking to her dad and we've done a video. Videos. Right. Kanaya. So I've spoke to Kanaya Jennings' dad, and as you can imagine, his head's just all over the place at the moment. So he said, I can't commit to a date, but I definitely want to come on. They are doing a search. Let me get my messages up for him. Because I said I'd mention the search. So if you're in the area, let me get the message up now and I'll tell you the area. Missed call off Aurora. Can't be that. Oh, there it is. So we're meeting up Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. in, I want to say Haiti and pilots and going to Harrisburg. That's all I know at the moment. And he's searching for his daughter who went missing. Went missing. We'll just play the video. It's easier that way. Oh, in fact, no. Because of how I've done my content lately. No. No. No, no, no. We will. Yeah. Fuck. Videos. Okay, so why are you doing it this way, StreamYard? It's just ridiculous. Click this. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I was just scrolling through Facebook on a personal level, not doing any casework or anything, and I come across this case. This is Kanaya Jennings. Her name is Kanaya Jennings, my little sister. She's currently missing, and we're hurting so bad right now. Please share, share, share. Get her face out there. Help us find her safe. She was last seen wearing a grey hoodie that says class of 2026, black leggings, and black and white dunks. If you know anything, see anything, please contact Portageville Police Department, and there's no contact number. But there are multiple agencies involved. First of all, let me get up this guy. So this is Blake Patrick. I believe I've got something here on this. So, stolen vehicle located in custody. Suspect in custody. Woman still missing. Haiti, Missouri, KFVS, law enforcement agencies in 2 different states are investigating after a vehicle was reported stolen on Tuesday and a woman was reported missing. According to the Haiti Police Department, officers were called to the 200 block of N. Ash Street at around 4 a.m. on November 4th for a report of a previously stolen vehicle. While the officer gathered the vehicle's information, they learned that the suspect who had stolen the vehicle possibly had a woman with him, 18-year-old Kanaya Jennings of Portageville. According to the police, Jennings had been reported missing by the Portageville Police Department. So she is reported missing. It's not just, family going crazy on Facebook. Family tell us that she was last seen wearing grey hoodie that said class of 2026 with black leggings and black and white night dunks. Later, at around 2 p.m., the Haiti Police Department were notified by Poinsett County Sheriff's Office in Arkansas that they had a white male in custody and the vehicle had been located. The Poinsett County Sheriff's Office said they arrested Blake at his home in Lepanto after Harrisburg, Arkansas police officers found a vehicle possibly used in an abduction in Missouri. Both investigations are currently ongoing. Haiti police say they cannot comment at this time if the stolen vehicle and missing woman are connected. Well, there is that, but let me get something else for you guys, because this was posted on Facebook. Chief David McLean reports on November 4th, 2025, at approximately 4 a.m., Haiti police officers responded to 200 block of North Ash Street in reference to a past tense stolen vehicle. Haiti police officers spoke with the victim and obtained the vehicle information. The vehicle that was stolen is a 2017 Nissan Frontier, white in color, with Missouri registration 9CG T73. That's 9CG T73. Expiration 2027. While Haiti officers were investigating the stolen vehicle, it was brought to their attention that the suspect who had stolen the vehicle possibly had a female with him. The female was identified as Kanaya Jennings, black female, 18, of Portageville. She has been reported missing by the Portageville Police Department and has been entered into the missing from Portageville at approximately 2. Hello, Teddy.
Hello. How goes it? Hello.
Why the frick do your followers have to be so nice, helpful, and considerate?
Hello.
I'm not sure how to take that. Are you there, Teddy?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I had the laptop on mute. Yeah, someone. I don't know
Yeah.
whether to take this as like being trolled or someone just being like nice. I don't know.
I mean, I would say it doesn't really matter,
Yeah.
honestly.
So you said you wanted to come up and you wanted to talk about how Frank Meister served in World War One alongside Ruckus.
Oh, did I say that? I mean, I've seen
Oh no,
pictures, but
no. I was just wondering.
yeah, they got trench foot together.
Trench foot. One pass.
One was the other's right leg, and the other was the other's left leg.
Picture Ruckus now, couldn't you? Ruckus, can you come here so we can wipe your ass and make sure it's clean, Frank? Ruckus. Oh hell, Ruckus.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, Ruckus was probably like, "Hey, can you take one of those fingers and clear out this leaky bum?"
Yeah, I haven't seen my doctor in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how you doing, Teddy?
Just wonderful. Just loving the snow.
Not
Loving
sure. Yeah, I've seen quite a few places in America are covered in snow. Is that unusual for this time of year?
well, it depends. Every year is different. Sometimes we get blessed early with the devil's dandruff, and then other times it's not too bad, but it's been coming down pretty steady today. I'm not that happy about it. We're starting early, and it'll last for 6 months. I'm not happy, but it's starting. There's an end date. looking forward to it. I'm just gonna
And
hibernate for the next 6 months.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to take Aurora with you? Because we're all sick and tired of Aurora by now.
I'm not a fan of black licorice. I don't know if I could be around her too much.
Oh, there is that. So
Plus, I don't know where we would
I
get
just
it
want,
around here. She'd have to import it.
I just want to put this on screen. So a case that we was following, family was hoping to come on. His remains were found yesterday. We don't know the circumstances surrounding. We just know that the family have put out a statement. If you want to read the statement in full, I'll leave it there. No, in fact, go over to the community post and have a read. But he was 24 years old. He had autism. He wandered from his home, and I believe it says on the 10th on there. Yeah, on the 10th, he was found deceased. So if you want to have a read of that, it's there. I just thought I'd bring that up, being as it was a case we was following. Yeah, back to you, Teddy.
That was a good segue.
Well, I should have brought it in straight after the video, but I just wanted people to know that didn't, because some people I followed channels for years. I didn't even know they had community posts.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know about all these community posts until someone said, I was like, where do I get these flyers from? And they was like, oh, I post them on my community. And I was like, huh?
Well,
Community.
it's YouTube. Yeah, you don't think about that. You think about going on and watching videos.
This is not a community. We troll each other.
Well, it's little communities that last for a couple months and then they disband and go at each other, and it's like a family tree that got chopped down and put back together again with super glue. It's pretty bad, but it's the nature of the beast.
Well,
Yeah.
it is,
I don't know, that guy that they found, that's pretty rough. I mean, it
yeah.
happens. You wouldn't believe how much it happens. Something like that happened near me, next door to my brother.
The good thing is they're not out there searching for years like most families. You know, it was he went missing on the 3rd. Family got out there a day or two after.
Right.
Yesterday he was found. So,
Well, that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, people that have different issues. There was this kid. He was in high school. I'm not sure if he had any type of like mental issue, or there was something that he was taking medication for, and I think he stopped taking the medication and he just walked out of the house one winter and disappeared, and they couldn't find him. And then there were people walking by these train tracks, not in a normal area. It was kind of close to the person's house, but these people were walking in the spring after the snow had melted, and they found this kid's remains. And it didn't seem anything nefarious. It's just he wandered off in the snow and must have passed out, fell down, and just died.
yeah.
So it is good that they found him quick, because I mean, now that they can at least figure things out. I mean, it hasn't been that much time to sit outside in the elements, but it's rough.
Yeah, well, like we was, I think Doodlebuggers was as well. We was following them on Facebook for updates and that. One thing I didn't like was, now I don't care what experience you've got. If you're going out on a search, brilliant, but you don't need to take your fucking phone and record it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess in a way, I guess if you find something, and obviously not to take a photo of a person that you find that's dead and post it everywhere, but sometimes if you find something that looks interesting but it doesn't necessarily have any meaning at the time, I mean, that could be a reason why you might take your phone out.
Okay,
and record.
so what I mean is, they were walking around and like they turned up and they were like, "We're professional searchers." Turns out, no, they're YouTubers or Facebookers, whatever it was that there was their platform, and they
Oh
were
yeah.
streaming the search.
Okay.
That's unprofessional in my eyes. And imagine if they had found something, so they'd come across something of significance, and then they're recording. You know what I mean? I mean, say they were the ones that found him.
That makes a lot more sense. I guess I didn't know exactly what you meant at first. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
I wouldn't consider YouTubers professionals in that regard. You know, you're going out to get some information about what's going on. You're not a journalist necessarily unless you were one before you came into YouTube. But yeah, it's dirty. I
yeah.
really don't know how people do any of that stuff, but they do a
I
lot.
understand them. You know, they want to talk to their audience and that. So have checkpoints. You know, so at the beginning of the search, just before when everybody's there and you're just briefing everyone, film
Y-
that. If you must film that, and
Yeah,
then sit yourselves down, have some water and something to eat. Film yourselves, just discussing. Okay, so we've just cleared this area. We're going to go on. You don't walk around with the camera in your hand recording it. It's unprofessional. In my opinion, it's in bad taste. I didn't like it,
exactly.
and I didn't like the fact that look for me, like I'm seeing it a lot now. All of a sudden, we got these private investigators and qualified searchers. When all they've done, he's gone and done an online course.
And half the time didn't even do that. I could
Yeah,
think of a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
examples off the top of my head. Yeah,
Well,
I think private investigator is a very, I don't know, maybe I want to say ubiquitous term or commonly overused, but just because
well,
somebody says that.
I was scrolling through Facebook earlier. And there was this woman, she'd knocked on the Proudfoots family. That's in Sebastian Rogers' case, the parents of Sebastian Rogers. Now, they're not popular for whatever reason in the public's eye anyway. And this woman had gone and knocked on their door and she was telling them how she was going to clear them and she was going to solve this case. And they were like, get the off my land, you're trespassing. And she was like, no, 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 you don't understand. I'm a private investigator. You need to talk to me. And everyone's reacting to Mr. Proudfoot because he's like, get the fuck off my land. He says, call me, contact me when I say. Yeah. He says, don't just turn up and expect. He says, because I can tell you now, it ain't going to end well. And I agree with him. Look, I don't know the ins and outs of the case and why the public are against him. But as you know, in cases, the public often get it wrong. But I'm not
Very
saying
much
that the
so.
public, yeah, I'm not saying that the public are wrong. I don't know the circumstances because that case for me, sadly, happened like Summer Wells, where we had a bunch of YouTubers that sat there and said, I'm going to solve this case. And then their way of solving it was that their investigation sources would be watching another YouTuber's video, picking it apart on their next live. And that was their investigation. And it's like, oh, okay.
That's what most people do all day with their lives. They
Yeah.
watch the YouTube version of things, and sometimes the YouTube version is not the bad version. You just have to understand how to disseminate information and what stuff to take in. A lot
Yeah,
of people
what
don't want to do that.
information could be good, but you can't repeat yourself as fact because you don't know if it is fact.
Well, 99% of the time, the true information is the least
Interesting.
exhilarating
Yeah,
information. Yeah, they're not. There's no investigator worth their weight in salt that's gonna give you any juicy tidbits about a case before things are resolved.
well, this is what I'm
So
saying. If she was a genuine PI, and she was because what is it? So she was a genuine PI, and she was doing it for for Sebastian Rogers. Why is this now? Whether it was a phone call or a ring doorbell footage, why is it now on Facebook?
Exactly.
Why?
I mean, if she didn't take that footage herself and put it up there, how did she get it, or how did anybody get it to put it up there? Because I guarantee you, the people at the house don't want that out there. Because now they're just focusing on what he said.
Just thinking about it now, I think they were having a go at her for trespassing, but she'd been up there a day or two before, and she was calling them. I think that
good.
might be.
That explains it right there.
Yeah,
and that's the
and
thing.
I'm
Like
not sure. Is Tennessee? Do they have that law where you can't record without permission? I wonder about that.
I don't know. Tennessee's pretty buck wild.
Yeah.
So maybe not. I don't know the specific laws, but it's sad because these people have to then put this footage out there, which is going to look bad on them because of what they say, because they're pissed off, and rightfully so. I'm sure there's been a million private investigators that have knocked on their door. But if this woman had been trespassing earlier, they noticed her, and then she comes up. That's just weird in general. She's like scoping the place out and then comes up and says, "Hey, I'm going to solve this case." Like, this has been going on for quite a long time. I don't think you're
Aurora. I
correct
think
it.
it's the same. Hang on. I think it's the same call, Aurora. I think it was just put out, like a group shared it today, and yeah, I've got people now texting me and all that, because I said this is not what PIs do. This is very unprofessional. So I think it's time YouTube investigators, learn to sit back and learn the place. And now I'm getting all sorts of people. I mean, I've just been asleep for a few hours because of my painkillers. So I can't wait to go back into Facebook now.
Well, the people in my short time doing all this, the people that make the most progress and do the most for a case are the people you never hear about. So
yeah,
especially for PIs. The PIs that I know the names of are usually the people that I can't stand. So
it's like when you hear creators talking about how we're affecting their income, and it's like, well, being a YouTube creator, it shouldn't be about income. It should be about, well, for most, it is a little bit of extra pocket money, but it's never going to pay your bills and things like that. If you're doing YouTube and you're doing it to make a living, get your phone, get outside and do something interesting. Don't sit online and fucking, start fights and use a missing person's name as your hashtag or a case as your hashtag. We've seen that with Peggy O, and she learned very fast. I don't play.
Well, at the end of the day, you got to consider the source, which is really why I don't listen to anybody anymore. Really, I say I've taken a pause or a respite, but I need like a total reset, because once you go down the rabbit hole with that weird family tree that got knocked down and put back together again, you get so discombobulated with all of it that you don't know what's good information, what's not, what people's alternate motives are. It's slimy.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
when I know what you're saying, when I'm looking at a case, so when I first started doing this, if you go back to my early lives, I was watching YouTubers, to be honest with you, for information, and I was like, I can't repeat this. I was like, a lot of it doesn't. it doesn't even sound far-fetched to be far-fetched. And I was like, so I'd take the name and I'd put the name everywhere. I'd put it in Facebook, I'd put it in Google search, and then I would say I'd read about 6 articles, I'd take the important bits out of it, and then I'd build a timeline in an email. I just put all the information in a timeline, and then I would send it to Aurora.
You'd give her all your hard work?
And she goes around Sweden saying, "Look what I've done! Look what I've done!"
I bet.
I
That's
know.
crazy, dude. You learned from that, huh?
Oh yeah, I've learned from that. I
Oh,
always put at the end of my emails now, I did this, not Aurora.
no wonder she's got so much black licorice. It's where
This is
she's
what I'm
getting the
saying.
funds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. I've learned from certain people that Facebook is actually a really useful tool. You just have to be wary of everything that you read and hear. But the towns and cities that this stuff happen in, that's where the locals go to talk and
Well, my,
explain.
my way of dealing with Facebook since I started the channel and I was using it as a tool was Frank, just don't speak, don't comment, don't be yourself, leave them to live. And then I saw a few things today, and I kind of went off.
That happens from time to time. You're
Oh
forgiven.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't comment anymore either because I go into a whole diatribe and I realize like 2 hours in that I should just stop. I should have never started. My blood pressure's all worked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's best to
Yeah.
just leave it all alone. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, you have to use the sources to your advantage. But nowadays, you can't even tell if what you're watching is real or not. Those
Yeah.
AI videos are getting pretty damn good.
Oh, I was watching this channel the other day, and it was like these dogs. He got a big bulldog thing and a little chihuahua, and they were interacting. Like the little chihuahua would be barking at him while he was asleep, and then he'd pick her up and stick her in a bowl of water or something like that. And I was like,
Wha-
"Oh, this is funny." And then like the one dog got up and he had 3 legs at the back, and I was like, "Oh, you deceived me."
But you were deceived that it was entertaining. See, if people can do that, I wish there was some type of warning they had to put on there, like, just so you know, this isn't
They should
real.
have to advertise it, or like AI should, like let it be known, like like how if they use the Sora app, it will say Sora on the video.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I was watching a video and I saw this woman. She jumped on a bed and it was all like jellified and that, and I was like, "Oh, this has got to be AI. This is breaking my heart. I want that bed." And you see a few more people jumping on the bed, and it's like, "Oh, I want this bed." And then like you see this guy jumps on the bed in the last clip, and do you know like how the bed reacts to you bouncing? Well, it sort of
Yep.
freezes in places, and I was like, "Yep, AI."
Yeah, but like you have to dissect stupid videos like that, and that drives my brain crazy. Everything. It could be somebody, reviewing food, and I'm sitting there looking at, are the chips sitting on the plate in the right way? It's ridiculous. Like I need to just not
I
do
was
any of it.
you just brought up a few, food reviews and food contests. I
Yeah.
was sitting there earlier, and I don't know. I think it was actually a pub local to me that they do their own challenges, and they've got a corner of the pub um, where like they do the challenges and they record you while you're doing them if you want. And
Hmm.
I was sitting there and I was watching them do the challenges, and I was like, this doesn't interest me one bit. But why can't I turn it off?
Because it's a hell of a lot of food, and you want to see if somebody can finish it. It's the dumbest thing, but I follow a couple channels where they do that. They go all over the world and try those food challenges. You look at this person, And they're always the smallest person in the world, which gets me because I'm like, how do you do this every week or multiple times a week?
Well, it's there actually. It's the little ones that do well. Randy Chantel's not little, but he's actually massive. But he used to be like when he started out, he was actually a fitness guy. Like I'm sure when he went to college and that, everything he did was fitness and things like that. And now he's just a mess of himself.
Yeah,
And it's
because he
like,
realized how much that sucked. If you're a fit, like your whole life has to be fitness, and it's good to be healthy and everything. But holy, when those people let themselves go, they let themselves go. So good for him. I mean, think about it. If he dies in the middle of a food challenge, his name will live on forever.
listen to this, Jinx. Man versus food. When I was with my daughter's mom, she used to love watching it. So like I'd go and buy like 20 chicken wings and I'd leave them in seasoning overnight. And then she'd be getting back from work. I always got back from work earlier than her because I was like early morning work, like 4 o'clock, and be back early afternoon. So I'd have this feast, like a couple of bags of frozen chips in the oven. She gets like a little plate, put a little bit of everything on, and there's me with like a plate of everything, like as in plate of wings there, pizza over there.
So you did it to justify all the food you wanted to eat, but didn't want to look like an asshole. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh no, I was probably being an asshole.
Fair.
I used to
That's
be
fair.
sitting there. Look, what it was is when we first started watching it, she'd like look at him like struggling to eat these challenges, and she'd look at me and she'd go, "You'd do that, no problem." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
You missed your calling then. What the hell? You could be out there
Well,
getting it.
I was thinking about because that pub that I was on about, it's obviously it varies on meals. If you win, you get £25 and the meal free. So I was like, "Oh, free dinner and £25."
That's not a bad idea. Normally it's just you get the food free.
But you see, their challenges, you know, like when you see a challenge and you know, like, oh, they've put extra on just because they know this person and things like that, you know, like to try and catch them out. Well, this place, it doesn't even look that hard.
The food's
It,
dense,
it,
huh?
it just looks like a large meal. When you get to a restaurant, you're like, oh, yeah, that's a large portion.
Yeah. Yeah, I went out. I was at a bar last night and I ordered a sandwich and I was starving. So when it came, I looked at the sandwich. It's like that looks pretty freaking good, and it was awesome, and it was so good that I got to like the last 3 or 4 bites of the sandwich, and I was completely stuffed. And I would get up and walk around a little bit because I wanted to eat the last couple bites of the sandwich, but I couldn't. So I started like picking at the bread and I was eating the bread a little bit and I was like, yep, this still tastes pretty good. And I would go to bite the chicken and I was like, oh, I can't.
Have you
So
seen
there's
those challenges that'll stick it in the drink? I can't with
yeah,
that.
that's
But no,
disgusting. Yeah. That's like
yeah.
the Coney Island hot dog challenge they do every year. Like that's disgusting. I don't like these people train all year for that. You're just
Is that
pounding
the one where,
glizzies.
one of the guys got banned? Matt Stoney, is it?
Probably. I don't know. I can't watch it. Like you're taking a whole hot dog and dunking it in a cup of water so it goes down.
Yeah,
There's
I've
something
seen
wrong
it.
with that. Yeah, no. No, I like to enjoy my food. I don't want to puke it back up. And that whole hot ones challenge, like I can't. I'm a little bitch. I'm not a big spice guy. I
Was you in voices? I've been nagging Jinx since. You remember when we did that food swap where we sent each other a parcel? Well,
Yep.
since then, like pretty much every day since then, like I'm there, like, oh, so yeah, how's your day? And she's like, oh yeah, pretty good. We're just, and then I'd ruin a day by going like, so has your husband tried that mustard yet? So a couple of weeks back, she was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it, and I think she took a bit more than what she should have, like for what she was expecting, and next thing you know, oh goddamn, she was like, it's
Shit.
burning my nose.
Yeah, she had to break out the poop knife.
And she was trying to get her husband to try some, and he was like, "Oh hell no, that's just horseradish." Oh, I brought some horseradish the other day. Yeah, I brought a load of stuff at a co-op, and I left it all at the fucking till.
What?
Like all
That's
the good
silly.
stuff, like well, there was a tin of beans, a tin of horseradish, no, not tin, but a little jar of horseradish sauce, and some other
Mm-hmm.
things. And I'm sitting here now, and I'm like, oh, there was that as well.
These
I bought like
intrusive
£20
thoughts.
worth of food and walked out with £5.
Yeah, that sucks. That
Yeah,
sucks.
but you know what it
Thankfully,
is?
I've
Whenever I
never
go to the
been in the
co-op, there's always a problem because it's a self-serve till. I always use the self-serve till because I always think to myself, just use the self-serve. The queue's like 20 people long. If they need to come over, it's going to take seconds. But no, no, no. Every time I use it, fucking like I brought a pumpkin, two pumpkins the other week for my niece and nephew, and they were buy one get one free. And I was like, what the hell? And the woman was like, yeah, that she. How much do you expect to pay? I goes, no, it's buy one get one free over there. And she goes, no, I'm pretty sure it's buy one get one half price. I was like, well, either way, it's not coming up as buy one get one half price either. So I went over and I got the tag while she was looking at it, and yeah, fucking. And then I can't even remember. I think it was something soft like I brought some energy drinks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like how you get ID'd for that. I think it was just something
No.
soft like that. Now my ID, it's got a thing on it, like a QR code. So you're supposed to be able to while you're doing what you're doing, just scan it. So like if it comes up, how old are you? It'll just say like you can scan your ID, and then the person on the till just has to look over, see that you're old enough, and press the button rather than having to come round, scan it, and everything. And I scanned it, and the till just started shouting at me. I was like, Jesus.
Well, that's way better than what we have here because people here, I have to take my ID out of my wallet, which the little pocket that it's in keeps the card in there. So you have to like rip it out of your pocket and then they look at it and they look at you and it's some, 18-year-old idiot. You can tell that the guy has no brain cells because he's just been staring at the wall for an hour while you've been walking
Wow,
around.
it's not coming down my face and things like that.
Yeah. And so they do the thing and you can tell that they have to do it. I'm like, why can't you look at my ID in my wallet and see? Like I come in here all the time. It's ridiculous. But that's with the ID thing. So you guys have it good with that you can just scan the QR code.
No,
The
it doesn't work. That's
worst.
that's my point. My point is, you're supposed to just be able to just scan it. But when I did, it set the till off. The till was, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What the?" She
Well,
goes, "You scanned something you're not supposed to scan." And I was like, "I've just scanned my ID." She goes, "Well, why have you done that?" I says, "Well, it says here on the screen, scan your ID."
she's a wizard with those. She knows everything about them. So she probably knew that you didn't scan your ID after you scanned a product, and there's a whole cheat code for the thing. What I get nabbed on, and it gives me anxiety, like going to the grocery store. I can't stand it. I want to punt everybody that stands in the middle of aisles and talks. And then the store changes the way the aisles are set up like every 6 months because supposedly that's going to help people buy more. I'm like, I can't find a damn thing that I'm looking for. So, no, I'm just going to walk out with half of what I wanted. So you get there and they have the stupid like plates at the checkout counter where you're supposed to put your bags. And I put my bags down and they're like the foldable, reusable ones. So I put the bags there and I open them up and then they just collapse. So I constantly have to like hold the bag open, scan something, put it in there, and then it goes, please place the last item that you scanned in the bagging
Oh,
area. And I'm like, I did. Now I will yell at this thing. And at my grocery store that I go to, everybody goes to the self checkout because they don't want to deal with whoever the hell is the cashier in line, and that's where I'm at. But I just stand there and yell at it for like 20 minutes. I'll take one full bag of groceries off and put it in my cart, and then it goes, "Please put the last scanned item back on the," and I'm like, "No, you've got 2 spots here. I got 3 bags of groceries. What the hell?" And the chick or whoever's like standing there keeping watch of the whole area, they just look at me, and I want to punt them too. I get very irritated. So I'll get to the end after I scan everything, and like if I buy alcohol or something, I'll scan it and it'll let me go all the way through until I put my card in, and then the thing starts blinking, telling somebody to come over to me. And then the person just stares again. They just stare at me, and I'll look right at them and I go, "Hi, you want to come over here and do your job, please? Come on, we don't have all day." I'm getting really irritable and my blood pressure's up, and yeah, I'm an asshole when I go to the store. But I still go to the self
So,
checkout.
Aurora's just messaged me. She said, "Can you stop talking about supermarkets? We don't have them in
No.
Sweden."
Well, sucks to suck.
Yeah. So
I mean, people
Sweden,
migrate
ladies and
all the
gentlemen,
time.
is so poor they don't even have an Aldi.
Everybody's got an Aldi.
I don't live far from one. It's just it's too far. It's too
Yeah.
far.
Well, that's why
But I
they
used
got
to
the
live
lowest
right
prices.
by, and for some reason I never shopped in there. Like I used to go in there for like bits and bobs, but I never went in
Mm,
there for like.
the main
I
course.
refuse to use robot scan things. They're taking over the world and screwing the good people out of jobs. Yeah, like David Noy Ramos.
I mean, if
And
only Ron Logan refused to drive while he didn't have a license, the world would be a better place. But, you know, we don't always get what we want.
you're
Oh,
taking
Lord.
people like David Noy Ramos out of a job. Yeah. Here he is with
Oh,
his
Lord.
roommate. Well, cellmate, but he says roommate. That as you can see, David here is playing the role of the bitch.
I can see he shaved his El Chapo stash off, so he's definitely trying
He's-
to.
and he's El Chapo hole.
Yeah, thank you for taking that off the screen. I was getting very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was
I've
trying
almost
to
I've
quite a bit
almost
actually.
forgotten about him. I've almost forgotten about him. It's nice. It's been a lot quieter. Most of the music I hear now is in key and doesn't give me the heebie-jeebies. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what's
In
been
jail
going on in
County
the world
Corner.
of Teddy then? So
Oh, I can't tell you that. That would be
I woke up this morning, big smile on my face, and I said to myself, finally, the Delphi case is dying down. Finally, we're going to get some peace. And then I had a little peek in Discord. God damn you, Turbo! No, it's actually Facebook. I
yeah.
saw it on Facebook first. A news article was going over it. And then I was like, well, to get this broken down, I'm going to go and see what Turbo's posted. And I went and had a
Yeah.
look, and I was like, Jesus Christ, these people need to get lives, man. He's been beaten up. No. He literally beat himself up. Remember? Yeah, when he was confessing. Remember?
By
And they're like,
lightly tapping his head against the wall
it's
97,000
it's the
times.
Eldenish guards. They held him down and beat him. But wait, hold on. We're creating details here that we don't have. You can't do that. Okay, fair enough. Say he was beaten, but held him down. They got him in the showers. Excuse me.
Well, I hope now they're getting him in the showers, but that's besides the point. No,
Oh yeah.
yesterday, like I was out at a bar and I happened to check and I was like, oh God, there's a document dump. And anytime there is, I spend a significant amount of time reading through said document dump. So today I have the day off. And I have to do adult things, like some laundry and other things around the house. Well, I sat in front of my computer and downloaded all these different folders, I guess you can say. Thankfully, most of them is stuff that's already been released, so I didn't have to read all of that. But every time something comes out, I read it and I actually get a chuckle. There's a couple doozies within these, whether it's an interview, whether it's a sworn statement,
I mean, well, okay, look at it this way. So everybody's jumping and, having this uproar about what these appellate lawyers have released, yeah? Or
I mean,
whatever.
yeah.
Why not? Why is nobody saying, like, well, hold on, this isn't an appellate lawyer's job. An appellate lawyer's job is, find a problem within the system. This isn't a problem within the system, as in the system, as in the trial. Whereas this isn't a problem with the trial. This is literally, it's what's it called? And they're trying to say like he was beaten and things like that. Well, that's actually another issue, not for the appellate, but I'm sure they'll bring it up because they've got nothing. They've got absolutely sod all.
I don't think that it's necessarily the appellate lawyers trying to put out, structured information. With this, it's just exhibits that were tacked on to certain motions that happened before trial. And so now the whole dump just got put out there. And you can tell with the way that it's laid out in these specific dumps, there's random documents just spattered all in there. And a lot of it is duplicates of stuff that we've already seen because it was an exhibit or something that was tacked on to a different motion that they already have all those exhibits released. So you kind of have to piecemeal it, and you have to look through everything to make sure that there's not one little factoid that's in there that's new and actually has some meaning. But for the most part, everything that's come out, they're beating themselves up with it because the only people that are looking at this going, wow, I knew it. I knew that there was some shady shit going on. It's all the people on YouTube that's what they've been claiming from the beginning. They take whatever it is and they push it towards their narrative.
Like I said, we knew he was hitting himself off the wall and all that. These images coming out, now they want to bring up and say that this didn't happen. He was beaten. Look, he was beaten. Well, it took you until now to.
Well,
you know what I mean.
And
it's like
again,
when you start talking to him about, okay, then you start talking to him about like, okay, then so who did it? And they start telling you a list of people. Like it was the Odinists. It was Ron Logan. I was having a conversation with someone earlier, and they'd given me all these names of who could have done it, and I was like, I thought you was going to tell me who done it.
Yeah, but just break it down like this. People say that there's an issue with the trial and yada, 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 but the jury saw those videos. They described those videos before they were played. Only the jury got to see them. So they saw all this and they went, no, it was him. I mean, they literally said that they have hours of him in his cell just lightly tapping his head against the wall. And over time, that created all those. You can't do that for that amount of time and not have some type of injury, I mean, black eyes, you can get a black eye for something that happens to your nose. You can get a black eye from a lot of different things, but banging your head against a wall repeatedly over and over again, even lightly, you're going to end up having some damage. So
wait, listen. Can y'all hear me?
Oh,
Hi, y'all.
Oh, we can hear you. Oh, yeah.
I'm not too loud, am I?
I know, just put a warning up.
I know, right? Listen, I have this, and I just want to tell my brother I love you. And Bub, if you're listening or if you ever listen to this, I say this with all the love in my heart because this is a story from our childhood. Holy shit.
Boy.
But it's relevant, I swear.
I need a double
I swear
trigger.
it's
Hold
relevant.
up, I need a double trigger warning. I'm bringing up Jinx's childhood. Let me just. Okay, guys.
Oh, Lord.
Please,
I know.
please.
Okay. So this is this. Oh. So I'm in 6th grade, okay, and that means my brother is in 1st grade. Now, y'all, my graduating elementary school class in 6th grade was probably maybe like licking a prayer. I'm gonna give it a solid 50. I'm not exactly sure if it was 50 kids. It was probably just shy of 50 kids, but that was my graduating class. Anywho, at my elementary, there was a mix-up, and somehow the first grade class, because there was only one first grade class, got mixed in with the 6th grade PE class, right? So it kind of got really hodgepodge and essentially just became a recess period for all of us, especially towards the end. And a bunch of the older kids, including myself, were playing around and were acting like we were running up and hitting our head against the wall, But what we were actually doing, now we were running full speed, don't get me wrong, but we would slap our hand on the wall to make the sound, and then we would hit our head on the back of our hand, and not hard or anything, but just, to make it look dramatic, to sell it, like we had knocked ourselves out, and we were just joking around. And bless my brother's heart and soul, he did not see the full picture. Anywho, this poor bastard, wanted to show off and be like big sis and do this little stupid stunt too. He didn't put his hand up though, and he ran fucking dead ass as fast as he could. And like I said, he didn't put his hand up. He just hit his head on that wall.
And this is why Jinx gets attacked so often, because this is what happens when you spend enough time with this woman. You end up running full speed into a wall.
Now, wait a minute. I've moved up quite a few levels from that. Thank you. That was just 6th grade. Okay.
What, do you just run into traffic now because you say so?
Well, you've hung out with me. So,
I know, and I had to be pulled back from the street a couple times.
I should say I survived you, serial killer. But anyways, okay, listen. The point is that he hit the top of his head, right? Like, well, not the top, but like towards like his hairline. So more of the top of his forehead and into his hairline. You know what I'm saying? And this boy, I felt so bad. Everybody was calling him Panda because he blacked both his eyes. Like, he had a little goose egg up on his forehead, but 2 of the biggest, blackest eyes, y'all. I am not kidding. So when I saw that picture, all I thought it was my brother. I was like, oh man.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, I had a flashback. I even told Frank Meister about this today.
That's really all you needed to say. You can take the story of a 1st grader and compare it to the shittier.
Well, I've actually got Jinx's brother here who would like to have a few words. Let's bring him on.
I'm counting hearts.
Oh shit! No, that's not. No, not happening. I hate you.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were going to tell a different story. I was getting excited.
No, that was the story. Like I said, like when I saw that picture of him, my brain just flashed back. I almost called my brother just to razz on him. But I thought, Christmas just around the corner, so I'm going to save that for the whole family.
Wow. Well, make sure you play this live in conjunction. Just put the side-by-side pictures up. No, I laughed when I saw that photograph. I really did. I chuckled to myself because we had all heard about it, but it's the same thing like picturing him eating his own shit. You're like, really? You guys had to sit there and watch him do that for hours. Oh yeah, and rolling it into balls and making little figurines out of it. And then you see the aftermath of him just bashing his head into the wall for hours. It's like, this proves absolutely nothing other than it wasn't the guards, it was himself. It's not like he wasn't recorded, people.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I know, and that's the whole thing. Like, what nobody is taking away from that is that exhibit that was submitted. Like you said, it was during the whole Frank's memorandum BS, but that was taken from a video of him after he had done this. And again, that was on video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that still picture that's being shared was actually taken from a video. So that means they used something to take a picture off a screen.
Yeah, well, you can see the screen in that photograph at the top.
Why would you take such a low resolution photo and submit it to the court for your client? You know what I'm saying? Like, at first, my first instinct was like, is this photoshopped? Is this somebody's joke? Like, we've all seen that shit. Like, you were just complaining about the AI stuff.
It's the same reason why Max Baker can't fill out the suits that he wears. He doesn't know any better. He was 20 at the time, and Mr. fucking, nice socks attorney said,
oh my word.
Hey, I don't want to look through this shit. I need you to sit here and not get paid and watch
intern
these videos
for me, and you haphazardly look through. Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, I'm on the same page now.
Yeah.
I got you.
So he picked the worst screenshot. I mean, the video, I just read the thing today. The video was 4 minutes and 5 seconds, as if that matters at all. That's how long it was. And you picked the one photograph. It's the same thing with him when he's all shackled up, looking like he lost every brain cell that he had. It was all staged. Like, yeah,
I feel
obviously
like it's that picture all over again whenever they showed him in his jumpsuit with the handcuffs where it looks like something's on his shirt, looking all and his hands are all strangely contorted, like, are you kidding me?
And then the other one that's right above that is him in his little purple polo with his little, shit dog. And again, what are you trying to prove? It's only working for the side of people that will never admit that the guy likes to kill kids. And then there's the other group of people that are like, yeah, this completely falls in line with these guys trying to bullshit and craft this narrative.
I understand, like,
that's why there's no in between.
I swear it's like, what is that movie? It's that musical that was based off that killing in Illinois. So it's that famous murder that happened in Chicago. The movie is named Chicago. And I can't think of that actor's name. I just remember him about the gerbil and Pretty Woman. What is his name?
Richard Gere.
What's that actor's name?
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere. Okay. It's like Richard Gere in Chicago, like the little showman of a defense team. But Lord have mercy, Baldwin and Rossi did not even. But how could they though? Like, seriously, they knew the evidence. They'd seen it themselves. They knew that the jig was up. Richard Allen was guilty.
Their best to
No, don't get me wrong. It was Frank's memoir.
Oh no, I don't even mean that. I mean they definitely tried their best to put on a show, but it was pitiful. It's actually kind of comedic.
Well, if they thought that he was innocent, why are they on YouTube claiming his innocence rather than in the appellate court as well, saying, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Let's get him a retrial, because yes, the appellate process is set up for him, but if you remember throughout the hearings and that we kept hearing, why don't you just wait till after trial and go to the appellate courts?
Brother, I can give you that answer right now.
I know why
because
as well, yeah.
they're not on the case, and they're trying to be Alan Jackson and get that book deal and that Netflix. I mean, come on, it's so
Well,
silly.
Did you watch the
Wait a
Hulu
minute. Why are they
documentary?
going all over YouTube making arguments that they should have been making at the damn trial for their client if they really gave damn?
Because
And it
it's the
was
same reason they released the Franks memo, because they can't get by with the normal legal approach to doing things. They have to go to the public that they know are moronic for the most
so
part.
that seems like a teeter on some unethical behavior, wouldn't you say? I
You
mean,
don't
slippery
say.
slope or a landslide, which is it?
Yeah,
I'm
and
pretty sure it was
would
a
just-
landslide with the crime scene photos.
I just want to point out to the chat, Aurora is an Odinist. Get her.
She's from the motherland. Yeah.
Yeah, she is an actual Odinist. She doesn't
I mean,
even use toilet paper. She just waits for it to dry and scratches it off.
As long as it's 2-ply, I think you're good to go.
She,
But hey,
she calls
you know,
it seasoning.
ooh, that's bad. I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Not gonna lie. But no, you know, you spend the money to fly to Georgia to get a photo that could have been faxed. I definitely think you could have gone. I definitely think you could have traveled to the motherland and talked to the Black Licorice Queen. I think it would have been a little more beneficial to speak
Right?
to somebody at the source. That's just me.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
they needed the metadata, Teddy. You don't understand. They needed the metadata, even though that email got released today as well. Well, I don't know when it got released, but I saw it today, and it literally states on the email, the picture no longer exists on Facebook. So what metadata were they after?
Well, that was going to be my question. The guy had screenshots of somebody's Facebook profile. It's not going to have metadata.
Well, the thing is as well, where did he get those screenshots from?
From himself.
No, he got them from
took them.
YouTube.
Well, he said that early on, you know, he knew Brad Holder was a part of this, so he was doing
Yeah,
some.
but come on, look, okay, so that's like Mark Cohen. Mark Cohen says that he is a legitimate source, that he has leaked the stuff to him. But if you look at everything, you see Thornton's name, you see the guy who went to court's name, and you don't see Mark Cohen's, and that's because Mark Cohen was sent the stuff. Well, he weren't. I don't even think he was sent the stuff. I think he received the stuff through Reddit or somewhere like that, where Thornton was putting it, whatever, or whoever was putting it there, and that's where he got it from. Because a lot of people swear by what he had, but I'm here to tell them all. A lot of what he had were just words.
Well, at the end of the day, nothing would have been available to get put on Reddit had it not been for Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So, you know, it's, yeah, just saying.
What I'm saying is, like, Mark acts like, you know, it was sent to him and it was his job to distribute it. Well done, Mark. You put pictures of naked, dead children around the internet. Well done. And then they now try
Well,
and
he wasn't the only one. Okay, I mean, Fortson,
I know
knows,
that.
you know, but there was two main people. Little Miss Kyra Bruin. Don't forget about her. And I don't care who gets pissy about it. The truth is the truth.
Yeah.
That's why her name was in the contempt hearing paperwork.
Well, my point is, Kyra did it. Yeah, and I agree. Kyra and Mark were about the same level of, you know, everything.
Yes, agree. Yes,
what I mean?
Same level. They both got it from Fortson, and they both distributed it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're about the same level as importance. So, would Kyra have given everything out to Snay and idiots like that, she become irrelevant. Now, she was already irrelevant, but she become irrelevant. And then you've got Mark, who just couldn't shut his mouth and went from group to group to group to group, telling people he had more than what he had. And he swore by his little fucking book of lies. I mean, he's still out there now doing it. And it's like, okay, Mark, the trial's happened. all this shit is being distributed through the courts. Put your fucking money where your mouth is. Put everything that you've got that apparently nobody else will ever have. Put it all.
I don't know. Reality check. Just get a new fucking hobby already, okay? Move the fuck on. Leave it alone already.
I'm going to say something that is probably not going to be
Oh,
popular amongst.
do I need to
a lot of
go? Do I
people.
have to have a fuck you, love you, bye?
No, I just it's an important thing that I can actually say. If anything, you know, these pictures are out there. They'll always be out there, and it's really shitty. But at least it would be nice to have something out there that can show people the actual truth. And those photos do not show the actual truth. Those photos were specifically taken to be put into the Franks memo, and they were only a select smattering of what the truth actually is. All of them in their entirety, the full frames of these photographs, and all of the crime scene. At that point, things are a little bit clear, and I get it. Not everybody got to see them, and everybody's pissed off about it. But they were shown to people. It's not like they were kept under lock and key because people wanted to keep it a secret. It's just the nature of what they are. You're not going to blast them everywhere. They're going through the same thing with the Idaho stuff now, and people are psychotic about it. Like everybody, I guess there's TikToks where people are taking the documents of all these autopsy reports and, you know, trying to draw what these injuries look like. It's like people.
Yeah,
it's not magic.
I agree with that. I think it's disgusting because they think they're professionals. I
don't think it's that. It's morbid curiosity, and like this case definitely fucking drove me insane, and I wanted to know.
But they're taking it a step beyond morbid curiosity. That's the problem.
Because
like, don't get me wrong, I understand, but you know what? Just because I can't see it doesn't mean that I have to go and reconstruct it to what I think it is going to be, because that's not going to be accurate because it's my perception. You know what I'm saying? Which, who knows? Maybe it could be somewhat accurate, but again, it's never going to be 100% accurate because it's our own personal interpretation and perspective.
Right. But
so why be so disgusting to put that out there and even insinuate it in any format as accurate? You know, and why even put it out there in the first place? It's too much. People need to.
Yeah, and all I want to say is people from Philadelphia are gay.
I've heard that too, actually.
Well,
I'm going to tell Coach Kev you said that.
No, Coach Kev doesn't count. Coach Kev is in his own island of greatness off to the side. We like Coach Kev.
What the hell?
We said Philadelphia, not Pennsylvania as a whole. Although I'm not a big fan of Pennsylvania.
Damn. I tried, Paulie. I tried to save it.
I can hear it now. Yo, why you got to do me like that, man? Come on.
Hold on.
Oh,
shit.
You know he's deep throating a cheesesteak right about now. Yo, my mafia boss.
Can you do that one more time? I didn't quite catch it. Oh, we love Paulie. Paulie's the best.
Okay, let me just.
Yo, why you gotta do me like that? It's all out of love. Damn. It was a good segue. Oh, Jesus. See, this is why Delphi will never die. There's always something that comes up. Always. Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
It will eventually become like the Chris Watts. People will stop caring. People will stop listening. And then it'll just be every now and then a creator shouting into the echo chamber, going, "He's innocent now," and then everyone in the chat going, "Yeah, well, we know that, but shh."
Oh, another thing to see, this is one of the funnies that I was talking about that you really got to pay attention. So as I'm going through all these documents today, I see all the affidavits and I see the Matt Hoffman affidavit and I'm like, oh boy, okay. So his and Max Baker's affidavit, if you look at the dates, I thought this was really slimy too. So they're coming up with the Franks memo, right? Well, then they have these people do legitimate affidavits saying, you know, what they think and why these people are relevant to the case. And these were all days leading up to them releasing the Franks. I think Matt Hoffman's was the 17th of September of 2023.
Well,
But
do you know what? Do you know what's
wait,
funny about the Franks memo? Let's if you want to
there's
talk
a
about
lot.
that.
Wait,
Go on.
but 1 second, because this is extremely important. The
Go on.
very last paragraph of the Matt Hoffman affidavit talks about how a man from Australia named Joe Lewis contacted him and told him that Brad Holder was a key person to look at in this investigation. This is in a legitimate affidavit. I'll leave you with that.
And he put that he put that in there like as a legitimate.
Oh yeah. I'll find it right now.
Wow, I mean that's funny because that's the person who was like he would hire fucking bikers to go blow up the ballpark that's dedicated in the name of Abby and Libby.
Well,
Oh
solidify
my
him in a
God,
legal
that
document.
explains where Charles Godwin come from. Now, guys, people in the chat, people on panel, I just wanted to let you know Charles Godwin is still with us. His fake cancer hasn't yet taken him. So if you could please donate to I Don't Give a Fuck. And if you want to go and have a look at his channel, then you sad fuck. But yeah, he is
What stage is it? Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3?
Oh, he's at least stage 74, at least.
Oh, I believe it. I
Oh,
believe
yeah.
in stage 74. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you remember, he said, what was it? He said he had 6 months or 8 months to live.
I
And
don't
it's been
remember.
like a year and a bit now.
Yeah, I have selective memory, and that's not one that I kept. So thanks for the reminder.
Well, I just thought, you know, because you brought up biker gangs, and Charles actually confirmed he's actually part of a biker gang, and he was sent to Indiana. Bearing in mind he's never been to Indiana, but he was sent to Indiana to control Jinx. Yeah,
That'd be interesting to see.
yeah.
I'd go out there again for that.
I could see it now. Like you can see him, like he's trying to reach over to get free, like, and he's there, got him in the head, like, come on in, boy.
Yeah, I would go down just for a day. Like I would blow the money to go down for a day just to stand on a random street corner and watch it from afar. That sounds
You
very
won't.
entertaining.
You
I
won't.
feel
You've
like
never
that
even
would be a
been to
very
Indiana.
short-lived.
You've never even been to Indiana. What would you know, Teddy?
Well, you know, out of everything, I wish my toll bill wasn't $75. If I hadn't gone, that would be great. Like I would totally give that whole lie to you and say I agree, but I just paid
Well,
a $75 toll bill.
As someone that was actually at trial, Teddy, because I was actually there.
Were you the one that stood up in the middle and told the judge to make the witness speak louder?
No,
No, he was the one who knocked over my cane to disturb the whole
Oh,
courtroom.
you were that asshole, huh?
I was the one sitting next to Richard Allen with my arm around him.
Really? Now I know why your asshole hurts so bad. Wow. Oh man. So you were the one that I'd always get stuck in the bathroom with, huh?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I wonder why you were so sad taking a pee.
Oh no, wait, you weren't there. You weren't there. Remember? You lied. The whole thing was a conspiracy.
I wasn't actually in the courtroom. I didn't make it there because I got stuck in the bathroom. That's kind of my point. I was trying to tell you. But you know, hold on 1 second. Let me. If you can put this up on screen, Frank, I'm going to send this to you through Discord. I don't know if you can.
Okay.
Lord have mercy. Love you back.
Wow. Bye.
So selfish.
Got abandonment issues from Jinx. Jesus.
Oh yeah, definitely. I heard that the reason that a husband has to.
You're breaking up, buddy. I can't hear you. I think Jinx is fucking with your connection.
Okay. Frank was the one with the U-Haul. Hear me better now? Hello?
Hello? You there?
Yeah. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. It doesn't sound like you're breaking up.
Send it me on Discord. I think it's because when I go over to Discord, it does it. So send me what you want to send me on Discord, and I
did.
will actually put it in the live chat area, just so I don't have to get our messages up.
In the live chat area. On YouTube?
No. In the Discord, there's a area. Let me have a look. What's it called? I'll do it myself. Actually, you sent it me, haven't you?
Yep.
Okay. Save.
It's nothing really important. I just thought it was funny. It's one of the things I
You want to raise a
screenshotted.
point? Wow, look at all these spreads I've been making.
Mm.
Okay, so
This is the epitome of why the Frank's memo is a big giant ball of bullshit. It's a perfect photo.
I'm just getting a white screen. Oh, hang on, it's loading. Someone's saying something about my name. Let's have a look. That's much better, Gibbo. I don't know what's going on with Discord. Okay, I can't get it up, but I can read it out. 1 second. I'll press X and it starts working. Motherfucker. So, it says, lastly, one of the tipsters that contacted me early on was a gentleman from Australia named Joe Lewis. At one point in time, Joe Lewis provided a tip recommending the defence focus on Brad Holder. Further, the affidavit saith not.
Now read the date. Read the date, Frank. What's that date?
September 17th, 2023.
So I mean, you know, not important.
So a guy who lives in Australia is going to know more than the investigators because he's done his online investigation. Oh God! Could you imagine? Yeah, if the courts in America, in the American system, started allowing this shit, and you got idiots like Sloofy Goosey, Goofy Troop, and fucking Teresa who run around and tell everyone, "But guys, you gotta listen to us because I was going to be a lawyer, but I kept failing. And Sloofy, she was going to be a paralegal, but she kept smoking the paperwork." And it's like, guys, listen, neither one of them were going to be fucking anything. Yeah. What happened was they were both part of Nerdy Addicts, little scam bots. So what they do is they run around and they tell people what Nerdy Addict thinks, and they tell people this is what you will say, this is what you will do. Teresa, yeah, wouldn't even have subscribers if it wasn't for Sloofy Goofy and the Nerdy Addict crew. Now, Nerdy Addict, yeah, beat his wife. This is a fact. It was all fucking put up on I was on the fence until I crushed it. Yeah, it's all over Twitter. He beat his missus. His missus left him, posted all the pictures on Twitter and said, I can't do this anymore. 2 days later, she's having a go at people that are calling him out. They're back together, and there's a picture of him. A video of him flinging her daughter over a garden. You literally see it from his patio, and Sloofy Goosey is on there. You guys are blowing this out of context.
Did he do it Miss Trunchable style? By the braids?
No, he literally. What happens is he puts her outside. She's screaming and he puts her outside and he shuts the door on her, and she must be banging on the door or something to go back in. And he opens the door, he picks her up, and he just flings her. Yeah, CPS, whatever it is, wherever he lives. I think it's somewhere in Georgia. So whatever it is, DCYF, whatever. They took the child, and Nerdy Addict, Sloofy Goofy, and all them. I'm sitting there. Why are they saying that the child was taken? And the dad's there saying, because I've got the fucking child. Sloofy Goofy soon shut up and went straight to Delphi. Yeah, I can tell you now. Kaylee Jones went missing. Sloofy Goosey and Nerdy Addict, because they couldn't get an interview with the family, told because what they'd done is they'd illegally raised money. Yeah, they illegally raised money because that's what they do. That's what they used to do. They used to illegally. They used to raise money and then blackmail the families that they'd give it to. That's what they did. That's what they do.
Sounds ethical.
Yeah. Oh, very. And Kaylee Jones's family have money. One's a doctor, the other's a pharmacist, I believe. You know what I mean? So they've got money. So when they approached them and said, here's the money, we want this, and this, and this, they turned around and said, no, we don't want it, and we don't give permission for anybody to raise money on our behalf. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Sloofy Goosey was on Twitter interviewing absolutely anybody on fucking line, saying that they were related to the Kaylee Jones case. She did eventually get Kaylee Jones's mum on, and they both sat there screaming that the adoptive parents had murdered her. They were sex trafficking her when she was young. They were doing this, they were doing that. So that family come out, they did an interview and they cleared their name, saying, this is the truth. Please ignore online, speculation by people that illegally raised money on my behalf. Sloofy Goosey, I've still got as well, listen to this, a list of questions Sloofy Goosey put on Twitter because she didn't want to be in the chat and be seen as an instigator. But you dickhead, this is how clever this woman is. She posted the questions on Twitter. Those questions got sent to me pretty much straight away. Truth Seeker, that's in that little group, she was actually in the chat saying, everybody block Frank. Yeah, well, idiots, because you can't block a mod. You can block a mod all you fucking want, but the mod's still going to see you. So, Truth Seeker, I remember you too. Yeah, and see, Sloofy Goosey, she also faked cancer twice. Sloofy Goosey faked cancer recently because somebody was posting that picture, with a no makeup and she's all fat. And she said, that's because I'm bloated from chemo. Oh my God.
Why don't people ever fake AIDS or something? It's always cancer. Like, switch it up.
Because it's easy to look up the symptoms and things like that, Eddie.
I mean, it's easy to look up the symptoms of AIDS too.
Isn't it funny how a certain moderator for Rick Snay and the Prof, listen to this, their GoFundMe cashed out. So they got their GoFundMe. Now they're cancer free.
Well, it was all the money that was raised. They were able to do some Eastern medicine chakra lining, and you can only do
Well-
that when you have those funds.
Well, if you look into said moderator, she's actually not allowed to do GoFundMe's, and the
Mm.
reason she's not allowed to do GoFundMe's is because she's done them before, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
All we need
and
are some people to go down the rabbit hole with that one.
so everybody knows as well, the prof's son is a paedophile. He has broke his little sweetheart deal that he had, and it turns out the Colorado judge who's been letting him suck his dick to not be called a paedophile has decided to revoke that sweetheart deal.
Must have been
Let's
a bad
see.
blowjob.
Yeah, let's see Robin squirm his way out of this one.
Well, you know, you obviously couldn't have been a good parent when you're always stuck in front of a screen. Am I wrong on that?
Oh. Right, it has been an hour and a half. I'm going to let it go because I'm really uncomfortable and I'm hungry.
Understood. That makes sense. Go get some food. We'll
Yeah.
talk again.
Yeah. Well, I will be in voices for those of you that are in the Discord. For those of you that are in the Discord, check out the threads. There are a lot more in there now, and they've got as much information. If you know something or find something to do with that case, add it to the threads. There's nothing wrong with you doing that. If you, I believe you can create a thread as well. Just go on it, create the thread, and just fill it with pictures. Even if you've just got a flyer for that thread, put it in there, and then I will do the rest.
All right. Shout out to the veterans. You guys rock.
Yeah. Shout out to the veterans and to Ruckers who actually served alongside them in World War One.
Hashtag trenchfoot. All right. See you later.
Bragmeister caught up with them in World War Two.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Cheers, Teddy. See you later. Thank you, Jinx, for coming up. Thank you, Junior Johnson, for the prayers. And Aurora, please stop sexually. Okay, actually, no, I like it. So I'll see you later.